Welcome back to the archive. If you haven't seen the first episode, aka May 2008, go check it out now for an intro to this series. The first video in September 2008 starts off like this.
My friend Josh got a virus.
I find it odd here how I'm wearing short sleeves, yet I'm so cold that I've got a heater. Just wear a jumper.
Anyway, I've got to fix that. So I'm going to do a call to him using VoIPbuster.
I'm using VoIPbuster again to save 20 cents. I'm surprised my friend doesn't just call, considering the fact that I'm helping him remove the virus before his parents find out he accidentally infected the family computer.
Who made this freaking virus? I want to kill the person that made this virus.
Yeah, okay. On your desktop, just
Anyway, let's fast forward 14 minutes to see how the removal is going.
delete all files and settings. But just before you click that,
I've already clicked.
I will just look now. See, do you know?
Oh yeah, at the bottom where the time is, it says virus alert.
I'm supposed to be helping Josh here, not laughing at the fact that his clock time is replaced with the words virus alert. Anyway, after an hour, I get him to run Smith Fraud Fix, and this is the result.
Oh wait, yes! I can go to all programs now.
Is it still saying virus alert?
No, it just has the wrong time there.
Yep.
You know why the virus just changed the time to a wrong time and changed the 24-hour time?
There we go. I just did it.
Great job.
A couple days later, I discuss our fire alarm playing up.
Okay, right now our fire alarm is doing weird. Oh, by the way, we have a solar dome oven, and our fire alarm, while we're cooking with this oven, it seems to keep on going off, and the fire alarm is nowhere near the oven.
I guess no one's going to want a solar dome oven after hearing this. Anyway, next up I go to call my friend Daniel about his friend Starshek logging into his MSN account and pretending to be him, but I accidentally put in Josh's number instead, and what happens next is just weird.
Hello? Hello?
Now this is Josh's mum, but I think it's Daniel's mum and ask for Daniel.
Hello? Hello, is Daniel Gimbert there?
Yeah?
She doesn't even know Daniel. Why did she just say he was there?
Yeah, can I talk to him?
What about?
I think Starshek is on his account.
Starship. Just a second.
I love how she says Starshek, like it's some weird TV series or video game rather than a person.
Hello?
Is that you, Daniel?
What? Daniel?
What? Oh! Your mum just said you were Daniel. I thought this was Daniel's number. Whoops, wrong number. Tell your mum that... Yeah.
I didn't quite know what to say there. I mean, what do I say? Tell your mum that you actually aren't Daniel and that your name is Josh? Next up, I check the number, ensure it's Daniel's number, then try again. But things just don't go to plan.
Hello, Meatballs Pizza.
Pardon?
You want a pepperoni?
I know, I was just calling Daniel.
No, have a pineapple.
Who's this?
I soon hear Daniel's bird in the background and realise that this is just his dad playing a prank on me.
No, because I can hear Cheapy.
The next day, I make a video showing off what it looks like outside my bedroom window, as every video so far in the archive has only shown off my bedroom. Don't worry though, because at the end of this month, I create a video doing a full apartment tour and walk down the road, so stick around till the end of this video to see that. Anyway, the next day my grandpa comes over and my mum and him look online for TVs.
How many inch are you looking at?
26 maximum. 26 is a big set.
After about half an hour, I start to get bored and entertain myself by throwing a ball up and down in the background. 3 minutes later, I start to get super bored and see if my grandpa will notice a fake bird hovering near his face.
26.
No, that's what we've just looked at. That's the one we just
Keep
looked at.
going. 50, 50, 48,
32.
How annoying, but it gets worse, way worse. As you can see in the background, I'm testing if a Velcro bookmark will stick to my clothing before I place it on my grandpa's shoulder, and after a few minutes, he doesn't even notice.
Bad.
Sonic.
Okay.
Brand. There's two. There's Panasonic and Palsonic.
Yeah. Palsonic tries to sound like Panasonic.
Next up, I place an elastic band on his shoulder, but he still doesn't notice. So 2 minutes later, I place another piece of paper on top of that, but but a few moments later it falls off. And later, the bookmark falls off too. Eventually it gets super silly when I attach a slinky from my grandpa's shirt to my mum's hair, linking them together. As if that didn't look silly enough, I attached a bird to dangle on the slinky between them, but that's when they noticed. I even attempted to place a ball on top of that, but it didn't really work. Anyway, you get the picture here. I was constantly attaching weird things to my mum and grandpa, but they didn't really care as they were so focused on trying to find a new TV. Anyway, let's just quickly move through the next several videos so we can spend more time on the final video. On the 8th, I'd already used 79% of the internet for the month. 12 gigs just wasn't enough data back then. On the 10th, I got Windows Vista Service Pack 1, and just skipping through a few more videos here, you can see I was sick on the 13th. I mean, who really wants to watch that? Let's see if I'm better by the 16th.
Hello, I'm feeling much better from being sick.
Well, I still sound terrible, so let's move on. Skipping some more videos, such as this shaky webcam video where I filmed the screen while looking up information about the in-development Windows 7, formerly known as Blackcomb, and oh, wait, here is a video with my Nana and Grandpa in it on the 21st, titled Nana and Grandpa Look at Roller Coaster Simulator. Based on their funny reactions to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas last month, I'm hoping they'll have really funny reactions to a roller coaster simulator. So, let's take a look. Seriously? No reaction? Well, this video is certainly proving that bedroom videos are becoming boring, but it looks like I've got some good news in the next video.
Okay, good news. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is a big event in the archive.
A big event, and I can't even open the plastic bag containing the extension cord.
I'll show you how long it is. Okay, so it's reasonable in size. Let's extend the camera. If I put it on the ground over here, right there, you can come out over here.
Oh, fantastic! So instead of just bedroom videos, I'll be able to make hallway videos too.
Ready for the extension? I am.
Yep, we're ready for it, but sadly, the next video is this.
Okay, I've got some bad news. It didn't work. When I plugged it in, it just said something about malfunctioning or something. It didn't even detect that it was a webcam.
Well, that's a shame. But I've got a new archive character to introduce to you guys that visited me just 2 days later.
Okay, as you know, this is Obi. Obi is a little dog that the neighbours own. Now what I've made up...
Well, that didn't last long. Basically, I'm about to play hide and seek with my neighbour's dog. And trust me, this works better than I expected it to.
He found me straight away! He looked straight behind the door.
Well, that hiding spot didn't work, so let's try again.
I'm just gonna close this door and hide.
It's funny how he thinks I'm behind the door due to it making a sound, but by looking at the door he makes me laugh and thus is able to find me. That was probably his plan all along. Anyway, let's see if I can avoid laughing in the next round. Not only did I laugh again, but I chose an even more obvious spot. I seem to be getting worse at this. Next up, I decide to move the camera to a different angle and hide under my computer desk. Seriously, how dumb can I get? The computer desk is the first thing you see when you walk into my room, and being a dog low to the ground means seeing under my desk is super easy. Anyway, next up, I hide behind my sliding mirror door.
Obi!
Once again, Obi looks behind the door, not realising that he was the one that made it hit the wall. Wow, what an awkward position I placed that webcam. I'm not on the bed, Obi, but what I've just seen is about to make me laugh. Yep, gave myself away again. I think I'd better move on now because as you can see, my hiding spots aren't exactly getting better, and I'm sure you've all seen a dog play fetch the ball. In the next video, I do a screen recording of a simulated online operating system that looks just like Windows XP, found at oos.cc. However, it appears that the website is no longer up and running today. Now the moment you've been waiting for is about to occur, and I talk about it on the 28th.
Today will be the first day you get to see outside of the archive.
Well, it actually ends up being the next day due to a mix-up, but anyway, let's move on.
We're going to film it using our camcorder, and I found a program on the computer which transfers DVD files into AVI.
Basically, we had a camcorder back then that recorded videos onto mini-discs, and I didn't know how to transfer them to video files on PC until I found a certain program. But now that that's all figured out and working, it's time to film the first video that takes place outside my bedroom. But of course, the video starts off inside my bedroom.
This is the sort of outside house archive video. And this is just a screensaver. Anyway, let's go.
Pretty cool looking screensaver if you ask me.
The camera we are using is a Handycam. It was made in 2005 and I don't know much more about it. Okay, as you can see, this is entering the distance that the webcam can't go in. This is the bathroom.
I found it pretty awkward here because my dad was so focused on filming me that he wasn't really looking around the bathroom properly.
Don't make sure it's not too centered on me, please. So that was the bathroom.
Anyway, the commentary here was pretty bad, so I'll just take over. This is down the main hallway, and to the left out of sight is the front door to the property, and to the right is my parents' bedroom.
Here's the bedroom and the box for the Handycam.
You'll still notice my dad is filming my head way too much here, which is why in future videos I decide to do the filming myself. In the lounge room here, you'll notice that a lot of the furniture on the left is still in our current home as of 2019. Sadly, the lighting here was terrible though. Anyway, time to take a look at the view. The beach you're seeing is Freshwater Beach, and all the houses there all belong to the suburb of Freshwater. Anyway, time to check out the garden.
It's a lovely garden that's developed.
Once again, my dad is driving me nuts by filming my head rather than the garden, but in just a moment he's going to randomly put on an accent as he talks about the garden.
As you can see, there's some lovely flowers I've just planted the other day, and within a few hours they grew. And that's my beautiful garden there with a few dead plants and some lovely lavender which I planted just the other day.
In case you didn't realise, he's being sarcastic, so let's move on to the kitchen.
Our solar dome oven. Now this is the latest technology of our age in ovenry.
Yup, that's the same solar dome oven that used to randomly set off the smoke alarm earlier in the month.
It is the latest design in oven technology, brought to you by Philip Adams. Now Philip, please explain the technology you have witnessed today.
You get the food, you open the oven up, put the food in, close it, and then you spin that thing saying how long you want to do. But there's many other features, and that's your favourite thing. You press that if you've got your favourite food in there.
Wow, was that actually meant to be a joke? That was awful. Anyway, you've seen the house, it's time to look outside.
Here's something that the archive has never seen and will never see, even if I do get an extension cord for the webcam, which I don't need anymore.
Don't make those sounds. The viewers have already suffered through bad jokes. They don't need cringy music.
Outside.
Anyway, what you are now seeing is the foyer of our apartment, and up the stairs and around the corner is where my neighbour's dog lives. Later in the video, we check out the garage area, walk up the driveway, and eventually take a walk down the road to see where the second bus drops me home from Warringah Mall, as my school bus only took me to Warringah Mall, and I had to catch a second bus to get home from there. And sorry, I sucked at saying that sentence, because I cannot properly pronounce Warringah Mall. While crossing the road later, we see some cars which I decide to describe to future viewers of this video.
That's the average way of transport in this time period. They're everywhere, as you can see, and they do not go above the ground.
They don't go above ground. What do? Drive under the road? What I meant to say here was that they don't fly above the ground, as we don't have flying cars yet. But as of 2019, there are plenty of flying cars on the way, as well as hoverbikes and other cool things that would have the 2008 version of me super amazed. But these aren't in common use yet. Next up, we climb up a rock at a park, but I'm pretty quick to get off when I see some creepy bugs on the ground.
There's weed creatures there.
Yeah, I know it's kinda silly being scared of little bugs, but hey, at least I don't make strange sounds like my dad when he gets off the rock. Anyway, the rest of the video is just more walking around and exploring the nearby reserve and finally Freshwater Beach. I'll leave a link to this full video in the description. And don't worry, there'll be more videos recorded outside my bedroom in the next episode featuring October 2008. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I'll see you next time.